Lenders 20 questions on pass-throughs and K-1s, video number 12. What is the difference between an 1120S K-1 and a 1065 K-1? Well, first context, the 1120S K-1 is that pass-through form that gets the information from the 1120S to the shareholders who are the owners. In the 1065, you've got your general partners, your limited partners, your LLC owners in some cases, and your LLP, limited liability partnership owners as well. Now, a lot of the numbers on the K-1s page, line upon line upon line, a lot of those numbers are just used by the preparer of the next return to do something right. But some of them are used by you. Now, here are the things that are the same with the 1120S K-1 and the 1065 K-1. They both have the name of the owner. They both have the percentage ownership. They both indicate whether it's a final K-1, and we cover that more in another video. And they both indicate distributions, what was distributed out in the form of capital to the owners. There's a lot of information on a 1065 K-1, though, that is not on that 1120S. The 1065 K-1 includes the type of owner. Is it a general partner or a limited partner? It includes the profit loss percentage, which in a partnership filing entity could be different than the ownership percentage. A 1065 K-1, getting down towards the bottom left, gives me information on liabilities, which I completely ignore. I ignore it because it's end of the year figures from a tax return a year or two ago. So if I care about debt, I always care about current debt. And at the far bottom, it's called Schedule L, the 1065 K-1 gives me the breakdown in capital. Beginning capital, plus capital contributed, plus income or minus losses, less distributions to get to ending capital. The 1065 also has guaranteed payments for the partner or LLC owner, which is roughly analogous to wages. The K-1 from the 1120S doesn't need to have that because those wages are actually on their 1040. And then the 1065, when it comes to the distributions, actually tells us how much was cash and how much was property. Whereas on the 1120S K-1, it simply gives us total distributions and doesn't give us the breakout. Then there's the 1120S has one major piece of information that the 1065 K-1 does not. It has a line for repayment of loans from shareholders. This is on line 16 with a code of E, and it is actually cash flow to the owner. Now, whether you count it or not depends on your guidelines, and there's another video in this series that talks more about this piece. But it is a piece of information you have for the 1120S that on the K-1 of the 1065, it just doesn't exist. Again, most of those other lines don't matter to you. However, if you ever find yourself concerned about a number on a K-1, page 2 of each of those K-1s is the cheat sheet. It tells you what that item would be and even where on the 1040 it will land. Now, I know you have a hard enough time getting the K-1s themselves from your borrower, so you're certainly not getting K-1 page 2 from anybody, but you could go to irs.gov and type in 1120S K-1 page 2 or 1065 K-1 page 2, and you'll have the cheat sheet, and you can see what that number that seems so big and has you concerned actually is, so you can decide whether to pay attention to it or not. If you enjoyed this information and you would like to receive all 20 free videos of the top questions lenders ask and should ask about business, personal, and global cash flow from pass-through entities, along with a copy of my tax return analysis quick reference guide, visit the URL on your screen.